Hello, welcome to Afternoons with Baba. Today I'm going to show you a special dessert. This dessert was made for special occasions, Easter, Christmas, or if you're taking something to church to commemorate someone's passing. It's called Mlechnik. And Mlechnik in Canada has turned out as a quiche. It's identical to our Mlechnik, only they've added spinach to it, ham to it, and other things, and made it a meal. So if you liked this recipe and you want to make a quiche, you just add something to the recipe. I'm giving you the one that's a dessert. Jaska ti odavam recipito za dessert. Okay? So, tukaj imam Rice Krispies i mi trebat 3/4 od jedno misurče. I need 3/4 of a dish of Rice Krispies. There we go. These are 6 eggs. This is my yeast. I'm putting lukewarm water in 3/4 of a teaspoon of yeast. And in here, there's a teaspoon of sugar also. So once this rises, we are going to make the crust. This is 2 cups of sifted 5 roses flour in here. And this is my new pan. I just bought it. And it's 9 inches by 9 inches with 2 inches high. 22.5 centimeters if you're going to go in centimeters. 22.5 centimeters. And this is the milk. There's 4.5 cups of milk in here. This milk, I have to bring it up to a boil now. And then let it sit and cool off, and then add the eggs. And we're going to have the Rice Krispies for on top, and this is for the crust. And as soon as our yeast is ready, we'll get on with it, okay? So you go and have a cup of coffee, and I'll call you back. Now there are the 6 eggs, and I will be beating them before I put them in with the milk. So I'll leave them there waiting. Okay, we're going to butter the bottom of our pan now and the sides. This is a non-stick pan, which is good. Try and use a non-stick pan. It'll be easier to get it out. Now I'm doing half of the recipe of the Mlechnik. Opram polujnata. Mlechniko, košćom jo kaza majka mi ima 15 jajca i 9 češi mleko i opraja utepsija za novu narod. But jaska se ki bio dam polujnata, to je too big, that's too much. So I'll do half of it, and if you like it and you want more, you double everything. Instead of 6 eggs, 12 eggs. Instead of 4.5 cups of milk, you put 9 cups of milk, okay? Yeah. So then you take a little bit of this flour and you put it along the bottom. There we go. And also, you have to take the Rice Krispies and crush them like this. You can also do it with cornflakes. Moita majka uzaše cornflakes, but jaska se jem Rice Krispies, the Rice Krispies teklam. They're both good. You can use Rice Krispies or cornflakes. This one goes right to the top and becomes the top cover for the Mlechnik. There we are. Now we're still waiting for the yeast, and once we get the yeast going, and we'll be able to do it. Okay? So I'll call you back. All right, we're back now, and the yeast has risen here. And we'll just pour it in here, 1 cup, and see if that's just right. Because we don't have too much flour. If I need some more, I'll add to it. See? Oh, it's a little bit too soft. 1 cup is a little bit too generous. I might have to add a little flour, yeah. All right, now, when you add flour, make sure you do it a little at a time, okay? Because it's a vicious circle. If you put too much, then you have to add water. And you'll never get done. There. I think that's good now. Let's see. We'll add all of this. So 2 cups of flour with a little bit of salt is what we have in here. And it's going to be the crust. I voake bili odozdolno na mlečniko. Možeš da ojadiš or sa u mlečniko da se ojadiš so spoon. I prefer just to eat the mlechnik with a spoon. Sometimes I will eat the bottom part. It depends what mood I'm in. But you don't need to eat the crust. But if you like the crust, then you can have it. But basically, most people will just take the mlechnik, the egg part, and enjoy that with a cup of coffee or something. Okay? We'll put a little bit of oil on top so it doesn't dry, okay? And I'll cover it now. Сега ки биеме яйцата. We'll mix them up like this to make sure that they're very well beaten. They have to be smooth, or else if you leave egg yolk, it's not going to be nice. Treba убаво да избиете, оти ќе се замеша со млекото. И сега ќе направиме the crust. Okay, so we'll do the crust now. You put a little oil on your rolling pin if it gets too sticky. So see, you just push it as much as you can outward. And you sort of eyeball, like what size do you need it for this, right? So we go like this, we go like that, up and down, and then we pick it up and we throw it on. Push it up and over with your fingers, okay? It's quite flexible because your milk has to fit in here. Now we put our Rice Krispies, ќе му туриме вака Rice Krispies толку дола и ќе си земеме млексето, буквално just a little pinch, шекерче, just a little bit така. Yeah. Сега во е lukewarm млекото остина сега, okay? И сега ќе му туриме јајцата. There we are. All right. There we are. So here it is now. A neka ni arlija se, okay? Vaka ќе туриш. Okay? И сега ќе пикнеме у собата. Сега собата ни е на 325, 325. И сега ќе пикнеме млечникот внатре за 1 сат. Полека вака да не ти се изтури од јајца и млексе се. There we go. So, нека ни арлија сега. Che fajme za 25 minuti. Ще чекираме што станва, окей? И седне пак ќе се врнеме, alright? Се ќе видиме како ќе стане млечнико. And that is the mlechnik, the Macedonian dessert. It's a delicacy, not everybody knows how to make it, and it's really a nice dessert. I hope you try it. So it's time to check on our mlechnik. So there it is. So it needs another 30 minutes. So we'll put 30 minutes on our timer. And it should be ready. It looks pretty good. We'll see now, okay? See you later. Now let's check. Let's check and see how it's doing. It's in 45 minutes and we'll look at it. Oh, look at that. It's nice and golden. No, I think we're ready. Yeah. There it is. Beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? There we are. So it's a little bit jiggly, as you can see. So it needs setting time. Troa mrda I tuka ke ostini ke se vrdi pojke. And when it cools off, I'm going to put in the fridge because it's nice when it's cold. It's a cold dessert. So I'm sorry that we can't cut it because it's not set yet. Now you can eat the crust, like I said, možda jajte voa, oti lepče je, but pojke they only eat the inside, the eggs and the milk with a teaspoon. So you can do what you want. And like I say, you can make this into a quiche. If we had put spinach inside, it would have been spinach quiche. Or you can add ham and Macedonian cheese inside, and it would be wonderful, okay? So if you want more than this, if you want a larger tray, because ako sakaš pojke, o ti imate pojke luige, you double. So now we said 4.5 cups of 2% or homo milk. For the crust, 2 cups of flour with a little bit of salt in it. And you do your yeast in 1/2 cup of water with 3/4 of a teaspoon yeast and 1 teaspoon sugar. And once it rises a little bit, you don't have to wait because it's just a little bit of yeast. I kisio kladiš the flour and you just work it a little bit. Let it sit for a minute or two and then you put it in. It's not like bread where it has to sit a long time. Nego stavaj da sedi nogu. And this pan I bought specifically for this because je za mlečniko majka mi šo preše. Luge to pred mlečnik tuka. If you double that amount, 15 eggs, 9 cups of milk, it'll all fit in here. And also you'd have to put 4 cups of flour, okay? And you would make a big mlechnik and you can take it to church, you can take it to a gathering. So this is how the mlechnik looked that my mother made. It was a big family, my brother and his kids and me and them, and people visiting. But this is the one I made, half the recipe in here. If you want to try it, it's really quite easy. And I hope you enjoy it and let me know. Let me know if it comes out good and how you enjoyed it, okay? Okay, so spolajte nogu što dojdote, Afternoons with Baba. Thank you very much. And this is my favorite dessert, mlechnik. My mother always made it. It's a recipe from my Baba and my mother and everyone really in the village. They made this dessert. So have a good day and thank you for coming.